Thousands of world-class limestone routes, sponge divers, girls casually triding on slimy rocks, Suzuki, and loads of mopeds constantly darting back and forth. You might have guessed it right. It's the Greek island of Kalymnos, one of the world's most popular and largest sport climbing destinations. What you might have never heard of though is that according to some sources, it was once considered the softest. Is it still true? We headed there to see it for ourselves. Look at that. Just wonderful, ain't it? It destroys your ropes. Right, it's time to check the weather forecast in Kalymnos because this is where we are heading tomorrow and it looks pretty awesome. Just really not a single rainy day whatsoever. And believe it or not, this is the exact same picture we saw 1 week ago or so. It's just brilliant. I couldn't wish it was any better actually. There is just one pretty hot day, but other than that, I would say the average is 20 degrees, which is nice. I hope there will be some wind too, and we'll see how it goes. So it all started with one ideal, right? Let's avoid Grande Grotte, and it didn't work out at all because eventually this is where we are, in Grande Grotte, right? We first went to Odyssey and the plan was to find the least popular / most abandoned line. And we found a pretty cool climb that nobody climbs. It's got only like 5 repeats or so on vertical life. So we've got all in it in easy slab, after that some athletic Tifa climbing, and then a pretty intense crux. There is another cool section. There is a big bulge and there is hardly any hold on that bulge, and you feel like you're just trying to claw onto the wall. It's quite creepy. The sharpness of the holes, by the way, is just insane. After 1 day of climbing there, we lost all our skin. This is what you should expect from one of the least repeated lines, right? So it's not polished at all, it's the opposite. It's such a cool line because it gets a little bit of everything in it and it's so diverse and it's wonderful, and nobody climbs that because nobody bothers. Everybody wants to seek off all of those 3-star classics with thousands of repeats. On the other hand, you've got plenty of fun if you stay away from them, apparently. This is actually such a cool experience. Right, today's route is quite disappointing. It was a very great beginning, and then after that they say the moves are long and fun, but nobody expected them to be that long. I was at my span limit. At some point, I've got no freaking idea how on earth these can be great at 7C actually. I mean, maybe for somebody who's got those, tripod arms to reach whatever they want to reach. And it's also pumpy as hell. And the higher you climb, the harder it gets. And at some point, it just turns into quite slippery madness. And another fun fact, look at that. How do you like this nice, shiny, brand new core? It's just wonderful, isn't it? We seem to have burned the sheet, and then I must have been falling way too much on it, probably. It destroys your ropes, so it's just this end is trashed. We're gonna cut it off. And it's a good question what we're gonna be doing now. So what are we up to? After the total failure at the Ivory Tower, we just decided to climb something else. There is this 7B plus, it's a variation of the route called Ivy. If you climb to the right, it's actual Ivy. And to the left, there is this Ivy Ole. It's notorious for its diner. There is a big hole up there. And you basically have to get into the weird bunched up position with pretty bad holes. There is a pinch, and to the left of that one there is a slopey crimp. And if you get to really push of these two to reach a massive jug, you can build a house inside of that hole. Before and after that, it's just sustained, 6C-ish climbing with big holes to first, just quite overhanging. Right, let's warm up and give it another solid try. The time I grabbed the jug, I felt like I was going just to tumble down as usual and have a nice ride. But eventually, some of the Greek gods might have played to my favor. Yeah, but the rest, it was as pumpy as hell. I was thinking that I was gonna fall off of those jugs. I was trying to rest as much as possible, and actually I made it worse probably by resting that much. Such a good end of the trip. That's awesome. The worse you feel, the better it goes, right? So you've got to feel absolutely trashed to climb anything. I guess lesson learned, we've got to train harder and set low expectations next time. Because usually you hear it quite often that Kalymnos standards are juggy routes, a bunch of rest everywhere, which means it has to be easy, but it turned out to be not that easy for us. Just not easy at all, I would say.
So, the grades. What's actually the story with them in Kalymnos? As I mentioned earlier, they were once considered the softest. Apparently, back then when all of those overhangs with a bunch of knee-bar tricks and jagged too fast were not ubiquitous yet, and rather something alien for a regular climber. But the time has passed, and everybody is just more used to this style of climbing that once posed the challenge. But the real truth is that Kalymnos is a climbing paradise. It's always been, and it always will be. The rest just doesn't matter, does it?